Yo, the purpose of the $10,000 Cosmos Portfolio Challenge is not for any of you guys to copy trade this or to see this as any sort of financial advice. The purpose of the challenge is to show you how to navigate through the interchain, how to use Cosmos DEXs, Osmosis, Juno Swap, how to interact with the chains, how to use IBC, how to play a little bit also the airdrop game. And even though I'm down bad right now, I'm still extremely confident that I'm betting on the right ecosystem here. I've been in crypto for nearly 6 years now, and Cosmos to me is just by far the most complete ecosystem. And if you appreciate this content, then number one, please make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're in a bit of a bear market right now, so the views are going down, people are losing interest left and right. But I think now more than ever, it's extremely important to be on top of the things, and finally also make sure that you watch this entire thing. Let's start and look into the portfolio itself, right? So I have currently a balance of nearly $5,000, and that is because I have added funds during the crash, right, over the past few weeks. And I made videos about this. You can check the previous videos where I bought the dip, and I had to like cost average down my entry because it was just an absolute no-brainer, right? So I understand some people might say, hey, you should have kept it at 10,000, but I think I will treat this just the way I personally invest, right? And I'm doing this in 6 years. That's how I invest. If I buy a coin and I believe in the fundamentals and then it crashes 60, 70, 80, 90%, then I buy more. I just get the same value, most cases even more value, because the protocol is getting better, the ecosystem is getting better. So I get more value for less money. So I cost average down, right? And you just never know when the next bull run is starting and when the next bear market is hitting, right? You just never know these things. So that's why I cost average down. And in total, I invested $13,000, so 10,000 right off the start. And then I added 2,000 in the first time and then another $1,000 a second time. And in effect, I'm going to use another $1,000 today to purchase a new coin. So if we look here down at the overview of the portfolio, we can see currently I hold Atom. So I purchased 141 Atom roughly at an average price of $27, and I'm down 62% on that, right? So yeah, but those coins have been staked ever since. So yeah, I'm not worried about it at all. And we're actually gonna claim and restake our staking rewards in a second as well. Also, by the way, very important, this is also my mantra here when it comes to investing. I don't usually ape into liquidity pools. I don't usually ape into high yield products. What I mostly do with like 60, 70, maybe even 80% of my money is I stake it, right? I just put it into staking. That generates cash flow for me, but it also makes me eligible for airdrops. And I just don't have this additional risk factor, right? Which you have if you put it into liquidity pools. You have more volatility with impermanent loss, but you also have the increased risk, the code risk, right? Because those things are sometimes more complex than we think, and sometimes also more fragile than we think, right? In fact, we can go right into Osmosis and see and check the health of our liquidity pool here. You can see I'm still in pool 1 here. And currently, I only have 35 Atom and 361 Osmo in there, right? Or 362 nearly. And when I started this challenge, my Atom balance in the beginning was 65.1 and my Osmo were 200, right? So through this impermanent loss, you can see now I have a lot more Osmo than I have Atom, because the pools are always adjusting because the ratio between the two tokens is fluctuating a lot, right? So now Osmo dumped in price much more than Atom. So Osmo became way cheaper in Atom terms, which is why I now have more Osmo that I can take out if I were to like, withdraw my liquidity here, which I'm not going to do, but still, that's why also you have, slightly higher APRs. However, now with the third inning that was that happened on June 20, with the third inning, the APRs are also not that insane anymore, right? So we're currently at 29 almost, not even 29%. And then this ASVT, which I don't fully know what that is, but for another 58 days, I'm still earning that as well. And actually, I suffered a heavy loss here with the impermanent loss, which is why I repeatedly say, guys, don't go all in into these pools. This pool was also, by the way, the one that had this attack recently. So, but yeah, as you can see, my coins are still there. So at least that's all right. But yeah, it is what it is. Impermanent loss is a risk, and you can see how it plays out in real time with real money. So that is why I also got my Osmo here, as you can see, which I, by the way, bought the dip here. I bought the first ones at $9, then I bought at $1.45, and then at 88 cents. So as you can see, I quadrupled my size, and yeah, I would have been down 90-something% here if I would not have bought the dip. So right now I'm only down 65%. And if it goes back up to $9, which I think eventually it can go there, yeah, it's going to be a lot more than that. You can also check that here on Keplr, which has a new dashboard right now. You can also let me know what you think about this dashboard. I have a few comments on that in a second. But yeah, you can see my Osmo size here. Most of it is staked, which is also good. And yeah, I think that's the way to go. You can also see that here's my balance, and here is my $31.5 in staking rewards that I can claim and stake, which is what I'm gonna do. But all in all, I'm extremely bullish on Osmosis. I think the third inning is actually better for the price. Inflation is going down by a third every single year, every mid-late June. So we just went through the first one, and I think Osmo is the best DEX in the world. They also will evolve more now into a DeFi hub, so we have a lot of cool features coming to the platform. Also, since it's Cosmos enabled, we will also see applications running on top of it, right? There's some cool things coming, such as Mars protocol, which previously was built in the Terra ecosystem, and yeah, a lot more. And obviously, Sunny, I think, is one of the smartest and most respected people, not just in Cosmos, but in crypto in general. So excited for that. There's also an ongoing hackathon right now, the Hack Atom, that just started today. And yeah, I think there will probably also be, you know, applications that might come out of this that will be deployed on Osmosis, as well as on Juno, on the Cosmos Hub, and all these kind of things. Speaking of Juno, that's a candidate that is just a roller coaster, right? And you can see I'm only down 52% right now. It's at $4.10. Had a bit of a rally in the last few days. I bought here the first bag at $34, and then at less than $6, and then at less than $3. So this one is already in a profit. This one not quite, but yeah, you can already see, like, I just bought triple the amount of coins for a third of the money with this purchase, right? That's the power of dollar cost averaging, guys. And now we're back above $4, and yeah, only down 53%. My average price is $8.62 now, which is pretty cool, I think. And I think Juno as well can you know, go back to all-time highs. They have a lot that is coming. Jake Hartnell and the core dev community at Juno, they're doing a lot of cool stuff, also with DAO and sub-DAOs and all these kind of things. A lot of Terra projects are migrating. Loop Finance, Passage also has their marketplace on Juno. So yeah, a lot of exciting things are coming. Also, I was really, really excited to see this and surprised to see this. Kraken just listed Juno, right? So they just listed Juno. And since there's no VC money and no early investors, and Kraken is not an early investor, they might have just bought this on chain, right? You know, through a DEX, through JunoSwap, or through Osmosis. So maybe they were the ones that helped get Juno to $44. But yeah, Juno is now listed on Kraken, which is cool because it's another gateway for another big Cosmos ecosystem coin to the IBC world, right? And I think that's pretty cool. That's a net positive for our ecosystem. It also drives more credibility. Obviously, Kraken is the best centralized exchange out there, in my opinion. In general, I'm not a big fan of centralized exchanges, but out of the ones that are out there, I would say that Kraken is the one I'm using personally, and I'm also the one that I think has the highest credibility. It's been around for the longest. They have a more conservative listing procedure. So I was actually surprised to see that Juno is listed there, because that's quite an exotic community coin for Kraken. And with a staking APR of 86.36%, I still think that Juno is a good way to generate cash flow, to increase the coin count without having to take giant risks in the DeFi jungle. The next coin here is Stargaze, and Stargaze is currently down 68%. So you can see also dollar cost average down here. We got a lot more coins. The first time we bought it 32 cents, we got only 3,100 coins for $1,000. Now we got 13,000 coins for $500, right? So quadruple the amount for half the money. That's why we're only down 68% here. But also Stargaze has still very high APRs. And I think Stargaze is going to be positioned as the predominant NFT marketplace out there. Now, then we got two more, which are Presistence XPRT as well as Secret SCRT. With Persistence, I just had a Twitter Spaces about Persistence being this liquid staking hub in Cosmos. Liquid staking obviously is a very hot topic in Cosmos these days. And I think Persistence is well positioned because they also have been around for the longest when it comes to liquid staking. Down 45%. I only bought it once, but I also bought it recently. So it's not, I didn't buy it at the absolute peak. Secret, I actually also only bought once. That's why it's also down 74%. I bought it, I think, at $4 or something like that. $4.52. I just had Guy on my channel, and I think what's coming with Secret is also really, really interesting. We have a lot of games being built in this like NFT niche that they're in, with Bushi, for example. That's a shooter game that is coming, and a lot of other NFT stuff. I also try to get out of Guy what is the next big, celebrity. They got Quentin Tarantino, now they got Kevin Smith with the Kilroy collection. So yeah, they have a good hand for finding celebrity, and interested to see what's coming next. And there will also be a lot more UX improvements on the chain itself, on the network, on the infrastructure. And big fan of Secret. Would potentially look to increase my holdings here if we would see another crash. Now going back to Keplr here, as I said, some of the comments, I actually like this whole overview. The only thing that I'm struggling a little bit, which I found better at the previous version, was it was way easier to just stake, right? Because if I want to stake now, I have to click here on chains, I have to click here on Cosmos Hub, and then I have to scroll down and I have to stake, right? Previously, all the chains were here on the side, but other than that, I think it's very, very smooth. I like this portfolio overview. Would be really nice to also have, the chance to track LP positions, to also have an overview of like impermanent loss and all these kind of things. Let me know what you think about Keplr. What type of improvements do you have, improvement ideas? And now let's actually go and use the 1,000 USDC, which I have here, to buy a new coin, as I said in the intro. So we go to Osmosis, and obviously the coin that we're buying is Evmos, right? I said this in a video before. I would love to buy some Evmos. It was just not the right timing for me. But now at the current price point, especially given the high APRs, I want to like increase my holdings, right? Obviously with my personal portfolio, which is much more diverse and contains 50 plus tokens, and pretty much every Cosmos coin that exists. I personally already hold a lot of Evmos, but for this portfolio challenge, I want to add Evmos here because it's the main cash flow driver right now for me in my portfolio. So we're going to go ahead and buy Evmos now. Now let's go down here, and then we can see our Evmos is here, so we can just withdraw it. Now you have to think that we are doing an IBC transfer from the Osmosis chain onto the Evmos chain, because the Evmos chain is an EVM chain, right? So you're going basically out of the Cosmos native environment, and you're still in the Cosmos environment, but now you're also adding the Ethereum world to it, right? So it's a merge between Cosmos and Ethereum. In fact, you have to do a switch here from Osmosis to Evmos. And then you can see here's our balance. So just click here on max, and then you can see, boom, transfer coins from Osmosis. Boom, you can already see we have a balance here, 590 Evmos. And they also have this epoch time model that Osmosis pioneered or invented. And you can see also rank number 9, we have Stakecito, which is my validator, right? So I have a team running multiple validators, but let's see if we can find some smaller validator that we can also support here. I think actually let's go support Bro and Bro, because they do these cool dashboards that I use all the time to see the APRs and the latest on-chain analytics. So let's actually go over here and boom, delegate to them. And then we always keep a little bit for the transaction fees. So don't click max, because if you click max, you have to bail yourself out somehow. Delegate, and boom, we're done. It's submitted. It's already staked. So 500 Evmos, 590 Evmos are currently staked. You can also click here on the assets page, which they just released. You can see the current price of Evmos is $1.69. Last time I made these videos, it was above $2. So there we are. And now we're earning more than 400% APR, which is pretty good. To be distributed every 24 hours at the epoch time. To wrap this video up, I also want to show you an alpha leak, which is the Gnoland Airdrop, right? Which is the project by Jake Kwan, the co-founder of Cosmos, along with Ethan Buckman. He's going to release Gnoland, which is a smart contract platform. And yeah, there is going to be a big airdrop for Atom people. So we'll actually go ahead and see if we are eligible for that airdrop. For that, you only have to insert your address here, your Cosmos address, and then you will see whether you're eligible for that airdrop. And I am eligible for this airdrop with 155 not. No idea what that is worth, no idea what that will be worth. And that's also the whole purpose of this video series, guys, is to show you how to navigate through Cosmos airdrops, how to navigate through decentralized exchanges in Cosmos, different, platforms out there, and NFTs and all these kind of things. And yeah, you can see this is an airdrop now that's coming. No idea what it's worth. Maybe it's $5, maybe it's 100. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you also have questions. So ask me anything under this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, be good,